Matplotlib is the package that is used for creating graphs, adding interactive elements on the graphs, creating visualizations and dashboards. It contains multiple sub-packages and functions for drawing the charts. Let us see a simple example on how to work with Matplotlib. First we need to import the package Matplotlib. Here we are importing it as MP, Matplotlib as MP. We will create two simple arrays. For creation of arrays, we have to use NumPy package. If you have already imported NumPy, we can avoid this line. Now we are creating first array x equal to np.random. Using this random function, we can create an array. We have to mention the size. Random.normal. Normal is the distribution. As of now, we haven't discussed what is normal distribution. For now, you simply see this array x as a random array which has 1000 elements in it. Array y is again a random array which has 1000 elements. X has 1000 numbers, random numbers that are created around 0. Y also has 1000 random numbers that are created around 0. We are creating these two arrays just to create a graph between them using Matplotlib. We can print the value of x. We can see that there are 1000 elements in this array x. All of them are created around 0. Similarly, the values of y are also created around 0. If we want to draw a scatter plot between x and y, we need to write matplotlib mp dot pyplot. pyplot. Pyplot is a sub package within matplotlib. Within that, we have to use scatter function. matplotlib.pyplot.scatter. You mention the arrays that you want to create a scatter plot. We are mentioning x comma y. So matplotlib.pyplot.scatter x comma y. We will get the scatter plot as the output. Now this scatter plot has x on x-axis, y on y-axis. Matplotlib has multiple options to change the size of these dots, to change the color, to add labels, and there are several other plot options as well. Scikit-learn is a famous package. It is used for building the machine learning models, validating the machine learning models, and fine-tuning the machine learning models. It's a comprehensive package with multiple sub-packages and functions in it. It contains functions for almost all the machine learning algorithms. Let us see how sklearn works. First of all, import sklearn. We will try to build a logistic regression line here. That means from sklearn, we have to import a sub-package called linear model. So from sklearn.linear model, import logistic regression function. Now once we have logistic regression function, then we can go ahead build the logistic regression line. But these are the packages first we need to import from sklearn. Once we have logistic regression function, let us define the model. Logistic underscore model equal to logistic regression function. Then logistic.model.fit, where we can fit the model. So here we are first defining the model. Logistic underscore model equal to logistic regression. That is the function. Once we have this function ready, we are now ready to build the model. Logistic underscore model or model name dot fit. We have to mention x columns and the y column. logistic underscore model dot fit. We already have bank data with us. Bank underscore data, age, balance. These two are the variables that are used as X variables, and the target variable here is Y. So let us mention the predictor variables, and then we'll mention the target variable Y. Once this model is built, we can look at the output, the coefficients of the model, the intercept of the model, and other outputs as well. Here we are just introducing the package sklearn. Later on, we will get into some more details of machine learning algorithms and the sklearn package. The next package is NLTK. NLTK stands for Natural Language Toolkit. It is used for handling text data, preparing the text data, importing the text data, pre-processing the text data, working with regular expressions. It is used for text clustering and pattern recognition. The same package is used for document categorization. It has algorithms for sentiment analysis. Basically, this package NLTK is a dedicated package for handling text data. Handling text data is very different from handling numerical data. TensorFlow is a dedicated deep learning framework. It has been contributed by Google. It accommodates parallel computing. It works really fast. It is very famous in deep learning community. You can understand deep learning as an advanced version of machine learning. TensorFlow has all the functions to create CNN, RNN, LSTM models, to validate them, and to implement and deploy those models.